Hello, and welcome again to the Living World of Darkness, Mage Venue. The previous scene ended with our three intrepid heroes walking back into the dark world, walking back into the world of nightmares, walking back into the world of just unbelievable horror. The scene is set within the waiting room of death, as we like to call it, the room just outside the wardrobe on the dark side of this particular realm. We see one Jericho making his way into the world after having climbed out of a wardrobe. We see a Cecil coming in afterwards, and we see the orphan Nathan coming out as well. The two Euthanatos, much more comfortable, much more stall-worthy, having been in this particular waiting room a few times. However, Ethan. Yeah, Ethan. Ethan, you quickly realize that the room that you have been taken into is filled with dead bodies. And the other way you're able to ascertain such a thing is you go ahead and do a quick check of the room, and you see in the corner is a pile of plastic bags, giant black trash bags that have all been huddled in at one corner. They seem to have been zip tied. They seem to have been duct taped. They seem to have been as gently and as sanctimoniously as possible piled into that particular corner. And you can definitely see that some of them have been tagged with some sort of identification, but at this range you're not able to see it quite yet, as you see Jericho and Cecil simply walking past the mounds of bodies, the very rancor of death already well within their noses, as they just proceed. What is your reaction?
Ethan's gonna glance over at the pile, then look at the other two like, what the fuck has been going on here?
Oh, death.
Really?
Yeah.
Lots of it.
I noticed they were gone.
Great.
And I guess he picked them. So
Ethan's gonna start rummaging through this pack of supplies that Jericho gave him to see what he's got.
Okay, you go ahead and rummage through the pack of supplies, and you quickly come to some conclusions of made items. You see some glow sticks, you see some tasers, you see some protein bars, you see a small first aid kit there as well. You see, as I said, the glow sticks, just a lot of meticulous items there that seem to be survival oriented.
Okay, is it already cold?
Oh, it is freezing now, as the temperature has definitely dropped. What was once a chilly atmosphere is now absolutely freezing.
Yeah.
Okay, Ethan's gonna be putting his jacket on hastily now then.
Yep. Jericho goes ahead to the back exit where the desecrated corpses have mostly been just piled there, rather indiscriminately. And he proceeds to open the door again, after making sure that they are relatively left alone.
Cecil will draw his knife, and he will have on his holster his Smith & Wesson. Just if push come to shove and they are surrounded and they need to run, well, what a little bit more of noise would do. So yeah, he will be following Jericho very nonchalantly, like.
Ethan's gonna be sticking to the rear of the group. He's gonna see Azazel in front of him drawing his knife, and that's gonna cue him to take out his own pocket knife and get that ready.
Fair enough. Jericho goes ahead and leads you out back towards the street. When you came in this particular morning, coming on afternoon, the sun was rather low in the sky, just rising up. However, as you come out now, you see that it is actually on the horizon. You definitely see that a lot of the color is quickly being taken from the world. The skybox is a brilliant display of yellow and orange and slight reds and purples towards the end of it, as towards the other part of the horizon, a black ickiness is starting to envelop the world.
Ethan's gonna pull out a cigarette and light it up and look over to Jericho. So, what is it in here?
This is a new realm that we are currently exploring. We're little cosmonauts. We're little cosmonauts on a particularly dark world. That's what we've been calling it. The inhabitants of such a place are not normal. They're alien. They look like people, but they've been mangled in so many odd different directions that they proceed to cease having a human form. It's rather altogether not great.
Sounds fine. And this place, and he sort of gestures behind him. This place is what, our base camp?
For the moment, this is where we're staying. Come a little bit longer, we'll actually try to move the wardrobe to a different location, a location that's a little bit more secure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we found a bank vault, that would be a great place to put it. But for now, the store is the first thing that comes to our mind. We simply want to make sure that it is safe as make me perception alertness rolls.
Yay, perception awareness time. Come on, once. Get away. Only one success.
Only one success. And I see you got one success as well. 2 successes for Jericho. Alright. The night descends rather a little bit more slowly than you would have. Are you guys currently tracking the tracks of the vehicle in the snow?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. You go ahead and follow the tracks as night starts to descend. Behind you, in front of you, the world becomes pitch black as Jericho just goes ahead and brings out a few of his glow sticks to bear to give him a little bit more light. You start to hear metal on metal. Start to hear scraping sound on different roofs, in fact. Just every so slightly, you hear the grind and the whine of one particular machine, and you'll hear shattering, glittering, screeching, even, way off in the distance, as you continue to move, rather silently. Or at least that's what Jericho's trying to do.
Yep, time to rise up the "you will not hit me" shield, just in case. That's since this world the difficulty is -1 for the entropy.
Ooh,
That will
nice.
count. Yeah, it's -1 on entropy, +1 on
Life.
life.
Okay, fair enough.
That would be 2 successes, and it's an extended cast. So yeah, that's 4 successes. 1 for the scene and 3 for the shield. It's well the possibility of being hit.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. Unfortunately, I think the entropy shield is difficulty 5.
Okay, then.
That means you're at difficulty 4.
Yeah, that's only then 1 success. It will be 1 success for being hit, so difficulty 8 to hit me, and the rest of the success goes to landed it for the rest of the scene.
All right, fair enough. Describe the enchantment, though. You're currently in a world completely bereft of light.
Yeah. Good thing I don't need light for entropy. As you see, Azazel grabs his D6, moves it a little bit on his hand. You manage to pick up a little bit of part of his mantra as he's mixing the words of Kali, Agni, Hades, and Aris, and then he throws up the D6, join his hands, and then catch it in the middle.
You'll see Jericho doing much the same kind of stance. Instead, he'll go ahead and crouch to the ground. He'll go ahead and crouch towards a trash bin, in fact. He'll go ahead and pick out from his magical murder bag what seems to be a bit of essence, a bit of ginger as well. It just goes ahead and makes a little place for it, lights the end of it, lets some of the smoke go ahead and come out as he goes ahead and whispers his own prayers to his own particular goddess. And he'll make this extended cast. Go ahead.
The difficulty is, since this is consensual because we're in another realm, it's 2 plus the highest fear in use, so that would be 2, a total difficulty of 4.
That would be 3 then for this particular realm, so... Okay, yeah, never mind. Excuse what I said.
No, don't worry.
Fair enough. Actually, without many successes, he thinks he has it pretty well, but he's going to continue to go along. It seems that something is stirring up in Jericho. It seems as if this darkness is starting to reveal something more to his eyes. He seems to look into the inky blackness, which has absolutely no stars whatsoever, and he sees something more in there. More than he ought to, at least.
Huh. Lovely. So,
unfortunately, that was not a botch, which would have been interesting.
Yeah, so we are both at difficulty 9 to hit.
Yep, difficulty 9 to hit.
Woohoo! Unhittable.
We can still be hit, don't worry about that.
I know.
In any case, Ethan, you see the 2 Thanatos mages go ahead and stop off into an alleyway and proceed to perform very, very interesting gestures and say very, very interesting things. What is your reaction to such a thing?
Ethan's gonna follow them and then stop when they stop and just sort of like look back, keep a lookout. Try to make sure nothing's sneaking up on them while these 2 are doing their thing.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll perception alertness.
Okay. Let's see.
One success. Okay. Sorry, buddy. You remain vigilant. You keep a vigilant outlook as you miss thing. You go ahead and miss something. In front of you is completely pitch black, and you try to extend your ear sight just a tiny little bit, but you just aren't able to pinpoint it. But go ahead and make me a wits roll. And what is that?
3, 3, and 5.
Nope, doesn't occur to you. Right. While Jericho and Asazel are doing their own little thing in the alleyway, this is what happens. Just as soon as Jericho and Asazel finish their little chant, finish their casting, there happens to be a clattering. There happens to be quite a ruckus from upstairs, in fact. There seems to be quite a loud clattering, clinging, and just all amount of ruckus from a second-story window. A creature proceeds to crash out of the window. It seems to have leathery, fleshy bits to it. It seems again to be humanoid, however, it crashes into the alleyway. It belongs on the other side of the brick wall. It seems to crumple onto the ground. If you look at the damn thing, it has a distinguishable pair of legs, but its form is completely wrapped up in some kind of skin bag that is oily and disgustingly disease-ridden. In fact, it seems to crawl onto the ground, just kicking with its two legs. And initiative.
Hey, initiative time! Woo! Yeah, the good thing I don't need to worry about the gun because all that ruckus.
Remind me, how do I roll initiative again? It's just 1 die plus something?
Wait, where is
It's dexterity and wits. It's like in my case, I have for dexterity 2 wits, that's 6 plus 1 d10.
I think I'm going last anyway.
Yep, definitely going last.
I'm going on 14.
You're going on 14. I happen to be going on 15. Jericho is going to go ahead and look at this this creature. To go ahead and scream, "What the fuck is that nonsense?"
Kill, kill, kill.
He'll actually go ahead and hold his action for the moment. He wants to kick at the thing, but he doesn't know what the hell the thing's gonna do.
Yeah. I say so. He will just hide behind something to have a second to regroup his thoughts.
Alright. And between Asazel and Ethan, the creature gets to do something.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, fair enough. Going with modus division, apparently the creature is going to go ahead and kick itself. Kick itself up to almost a standing, or at least an almost kneeling position, maybe? You look at this skin bag that tries to right itself up just with its legs, its knees on the ground, and when it does so, it goes ahead and rears back its head, and from what would have been its mouth and its throat is just one very, very large opening, one large orifice that just goes ahead and hacks. It screams a hack. It goes ahead and tries to spill and throw this disgusting bile at Asazel. I'm not going to make it difficulty 10. Simply because you're hiding behind cover.
Yeah.
And... Fuck, hits you.
Okay, may I try and dodge this?
There has to be a way to get wool because there's
You can definitely try.
Okay, so dexterity 4, athletics 3, 7. Please help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes to avoid the vile, disgusting.
Yay! Fantastic! And it's going to go ahead and rick back itself and proceed to try and launch another loogie at one of these unfortunate souls. This time going for Ethan.
No, not the orphan.
Ethan, you see this thing go ahead and retch up its inner bile towards a Cecil, this bag thing, this bag creature, and it goes ahead and continues its assault, only stopping for a single second as it goes ahead and turns its ass around towards the mouth of this particular alleyway and goes ahead and starts to spew in your direction as well.
All right. Ethan's going to. Ethan's gonna use his knife and cut his palm and try to reverse the momentum of what it's spewing.
Ooh, amazing.
Go ahead and do it.
Hey.
Two
Whoa,
successes.
nice.
Ooh, nice, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna say that reduces his dice pool. He's already reducing his dice pool, so yeah, let's see what happens. Ow. Most of this bile, most of this disgusting bile is actually thrown just to your size. It only catches just a tiny bit of you towards your pants leg, in fact. Go ahead and soak for me some mashing damage. Yeah, go ahead and throw your soak.
Boosh.
Way.
Nice. Nice, the orphan saved himself.
Yep, the orphan definitely saves himself. Quick thinking
He
on
should
your
be
part.
one of us.
One of us.
Ethan gets some bile on the pant leg and he just sort of like freaks out for a second, kicks his foot and shakes it off into the snow.
Alright, fair enough. Jericho, since he's been holding his action, just goes ahead and proceeds to give the thing a hearty kick. See what happens. Way he kicks! Does he do any damage?
Good.
What the fuck? He does 2 damage.
Yeah, kicking the balls.
Does the thing soak?
The thing soaks 1.
He only soaks 1. Apparently Jericho goes ahead and finds a sweet spot between the 2 bile bombs and just proceeds to just kick it right in the fucker's head where it's kneeling. Just, what the fuck? Get it dead! Get it dead! Get it dead! Get it dead!
Okay.
Drop around.
Yep. Time to stabby.
Stabby, stabby, stabby.
Yep. 3 successes.
Alright, let's see if this thing can dodge.
Come on, giant ball of lard.
He's got slippery, unfortunately.
Oh, god damn it.
You proceed to try to stab it with your own knife as the thing just goes ahead and wrinkles out of your particular directions, like some type of serpentine, wriggling worm type thing. It goes ahead and dodges that blade quite heartily, not giving two shits to the knife, the blade. As yeah. Afterwards, Jericho still has his turn. He's gonna try to go ahead and kick this damn thing again. Actually, he's not. He has a taser. Why aren't I using my taser? He's gonna proceed to bust out the taser. And he's going to proceed to try to stab the thing. Stab it and electrocute it to death. Which he doesn't. He electrocutes himself. He goes ahead and produces the taser. And for some reason or another, he's holding it in the exact wrong direction, so that when he tries to stab, the thing goes ahead and wrinkles out as well. He proceeds to reach back, and he hits himself in his own chest with his taser.
Oh, no, this is too much.
For fuck's sake! That's amazing for damage!
No.
Okay. He at least soaks one. Jericho goes ahead, tries to stab the thing with the taser, misses, rinks back, gets himself in the chest, drops the taser. Oh.
Okay.
Alright, it's now the thing's turn. The thing didn't like being stabbed, nor did it like almost being incapacitated, but he sees weakness in Jericho.
Oh, God.
Alright, let's see if he can get the thing off.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, he gets it off. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there you go.
That's 2 successes.
2 successes. Let's see if Jericho can soak. Soaks 1.
Okay.
So Jericho is blasted by this thing. There you go. Jericho is blasted by the disgusting black and yellow bile that proceeds to coat himself over his coat. He seems to be writhing in pain as he goes ahead and backs off from the entire thing. Oh, fuck! I hate this all.
Oh, shit.
Ethan.
Ethan is just gonna be like, almost like taking a step back as he sees Jericho just tase himself. And then, I don't even know. I can't think after that.
Save Jericho. I will try to impair this fucking thing on my turn.
Actually, surprised female elves had
Ethan's.
like a little bit smaller boobs.
I would need correspondence, not just matter, to like stab something that's not the thing, but stab the thing, right?
Yeah.
I would need correspondence for that.
I don't know. The human.
I
don't know. They look
think
kind
so.
of whereas the elves
Maybe? Just
Or-
describe the effect that you want.
nice
What's that?
thing.
Describe the effect that you want.
He's wanting to basically stab his knife into the snow and effectively be stabbing his knife into the thing without getting close to it.
Yeah, that's correspondence and
Okay.
life because you need to connect them.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have correspondence, so I can't do that.
I usually, when I use bodies.
Well, in lieu of that, he's going to Can I spend quintessence without 2 prime?
Yes, yes, you can.
Yep. You cannot reabsorb prime without quintessence, but you cannot reabsorb quintessence without prime, but you can definitely spend it.
Okay. He's going to spend 1 quintessence, and I'm going to spend a point of willpower.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to use Forces 2
Ooh.
and sort of like clenching his fist to bleed his hand a little before making like a pushing motion and try to hit this thing with just a wave of force to
that would be manifesting a force from nothing, unfortunately.
Isn't that what the quintessence is for?
You need, I think you need a level of prime to do so.
I do have prime 1.
The higher levels of prime.
Okay.
You could try to use it level 2 of forces. Maybe he can try and push up the level of kinetic movement on a thrown object.
Yeah, yeah. If you try to huck something at the thing, you can try to use forces as well to increase damage. If you try throwing your knife, you could definitely try to increase the damage.
Would I be able to hit the ground and make the force come up through the ground?
That's forces 3 to 4, I believe.
Okay. Well, then he's just going to... They're in an alley, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's going to try to find like a fist-sized rock or a bottle or something. Should I make a perception alertness roll for that?
No, I'll go ahead and give it to you. You find some broken bottles, and whole bottles if you want them.
All right, he's going to grab a nice, heavy, whole bottle, and he's going to just throw it at this thing as hard as he can and try to apply Forces 2 with quintessence and spend a willpower point.
Yeah.
All right. First, the arete.
That's weird.
Nope.
You spend a willpower, it still counts as a success.
Okay. And
Now, do the throw.
What would the throw be? Dexterity?
Athletics.
Athletics. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Hey.
3 successes. Okay. It's going to be your base strength, plus 3, plus 2 more for the effect. So strength plus 5.
That's how many die I roll?
Yes, for damage.
Okay, strength plus 5. Not bad.
Oh, that will hurt.
All right. How much damage is that?
7 success, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that is 2 more damage applied to the creature. Bang! You go ahead and throw the bottle with such grace and accuracy that it goes ahead and makes contact with a bag head where you would think the head would be. It goes ahead and crashes into it. The glass breaks in a plethora of different directions, cutting very, very deeply into the supposed skin of this thing. Underneath the skin of this thing, you see these skin flaps are filled with a thin mucus and membrane of muscle and tissue and blood. This black bile seems to be its blood as it starts to flow very, very cleanly out of the thing as it goes ahead and gives a giant ass cry and whine as you hear several other cries and whines matching it from around you. Top
Yeah.
of the round.
Yeah. Jericho doesn't go first with 15.
Yeah, he'll probably spend his time walking away and healing his ass.
Good. Then what Azazel will do is use an entropy 2 manipulation effect over the chance of action of this particular giant blob. I'm trying to pull the odds against him.
All right, fair enough. Diego's going to spend a point of Quint to bring the difficulty back down to normal. And he's going to spend a willpower simply because he doesn't want to die right now. Wait, hey!
Nice!
Jericho goes ahead and beats a quick retreat out from the danger zone as he seems to be pleading to his goddess, the Morgan, the triple goddess of death, war, and destruction, to preserve his life one more day so that he can fight the good fight tomorrow.
Okay.
Your turn.
Azazel will just stop in his tracks, clutch in one of his hands the D6, fling his knife over his head and point it to the enemy, and call upon the name of the sword of Damocles. And he will spend 1 point of willpower. Tring! Oh, good thing I spent that 1 point of willpower.
Okay, fair enough.
So, yeah.
You curse this thing.
Yeah, good. And then, hefty retreat.
Do you follow Jericho?
Yeah, like a fucker.
Okay. The bag-headed individual will go ahead and be vexed by the curse. It is vexed by the curse to not know exactly what is going on. It knows for a fact that something is getting away, something that was very, very hostile to it, but it can't quite ping it out. What is Ethan doing?
Ethan's gonna see his two allies just running for the hills, and he's gonna slowly back up a few steps before just turning and starting to book it to catch up with Jericho and Azazel.
Okay, you go ahead and do so, and go ahead and make me a quick perception alertness roll.
Okay.
One success. That's good enough. Azazel, do me the same.
Sure, boss.
Jericho's not doing it.
Perception alertness, right? You said?
Yep.
I see shit.
You see shit. The
Basically.
Thanatai mages are unwary as they're simply trying to book it as fast and quickly as possible out of the danger zone. But the one orphan is able to pick up a little bit more. You hear, and again, you quickly realize that if you go ahead and pop your forces sense, you would be able to hear much, much more. But for right now, with your mundane senses, you hear a lot more of that wailing and screaming, not only coming from the alleyway that you just retreated from, but coming from the rooftops of other places. No. You quickly realize not the rooftops, but the buildings. The buildings themselves seem infested by these screaming and moaning figures that seem to resonate just a tiny bit with the bag head that you just ran away from.
Quick question.
Hmm?
Did the monster we were just fighting have eyes?
No.
Okay, in his retreat, I'd like Ethan to try to basically make a sound bubble to stop the sound of their retreat.
Go ahead and do so, my good sir. That's definitely doable with forces too.
Mm-hmm.
Is that one success?
I think so. Since it's coincidental 2 and your forces is 2, so it will be difficulty 4. So, yep.
Yeah, fair enough. You're able to go ahead and pop a little pocket of silence, as Jericho is simply going to be running towards a small little stoop. He's actually going to be running past a small little stoop into a little bit of an underground. Some stairs leading to an apartment just underneath the stoop as he goes ahead and just banks down and tries to catch his breath a little bit.
What the actual fuck?
I don't have a fucking clue.
I told you, Mage Army, we need it.
We just need to be a little bit more careful next time.
No, we need the Hermetics throwing fireballs.
We do not need the goddamn hermetics.
Yes, we do.
I say so.
You taste yourself, Jericho.
Jericho will simply grab Azazel by the shoulders and simply says, "No, we don't need hermetics."
I'm not that sure anymore.
I know if you want a sales director or anything.
Ethan's going to catch up to the two and what did he go down a set of stairs or something?
Prediction.
Yes, imagine this. You have a stoop, and next to the stoop is a decline with a pair of stairs that lead on to a separate door to an apartment. You would see Jericho and Azazel pretty much grabbing themselves and yelling at each other.
Okay. Would Ethan be aware that these sounds are coming from in the buildings?
Pop your forces sight. All right. You're able to tell that previously, when all the screaming was happening, they were happening from within buildings.
Okay. Ethan's gonna catch up to the other two and basically have like a what the fuck look on his face. He's gonna look to Jericho and alright, I think I made us silent, but these things are coming from in the buildings. Maybe we shouldn't any like sort of motions to the door they're standing right by.
They're fucking nests, okay? They're nesting inside the goddamn buildings, as far as I can tell.
It's time to burn that thing down?
No, do not burn anything down. But a retreat would be in order.
Yeah, a hasty retreat. And we should bring more mages next time.
Yeah, we should definitely bring a lot more protection. Did you see that thing? It was freaking spewing acid spit.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm actually marveled that my curse worked.
Good curse. I don't think it figured out what we were doing when we were running. Okay. Next time, daylight. Always daylight.
Oh, yeah, fuck, always.
Always travel during the day.
Ethan is going to finally take the nearly completely burnt cigarette out of his mouth before it burns his lips and put that out.
Cecil will look at Ethan. Are you sure you are not a misguided Euthanatoy? Because you're awesome at this.
Awesome at what? Staying alive?
Yeah, that's pretty much part of the business.
I try to make that my business.
Good. Good man. Good man. We should get out now. Like, extremely fast.
Yeah. I don't know.
Everybody here roll perception awareness.
Perception awareness this time.
Yes, awareness. Something is happening.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Look at the ones.
Not only does Jericho not sense anything.
Jericho seems to be a little bit more lightheaded, dude. Thanks to the taser, at least. Things are a little bit more awesome for him. He's a little bit less aware of his surroundings. Alright. 2 successes, 2 successes. With 2 successes, Cecil, Ethan, you don't know why, but something is looking at you. You get the feeling that you are being watched, but not from some earthly target, not some terrestrial target, at least, not something on Earth. Your attention is immediately grabbed. It's immediately grabbed by something far, far above you. Far from the rooftops, far from even the clouds, far from even the stars that should be there but aren't. There seems to be a presence, an overbearing one, that seems to have seemed to have gotten its attention. It just sort of slowly turns its unseen eye in your direction, and you feel a sense of malice, but also a form of malice and curiosity, an intense hatred to you personally. You yourself are personally being assaulted by this dark, ethereal being's gaze.
I will roll my mind to keep it away from my mind if he's trying to enter there.
Oh yeah, go ahead and do so, but also go ahead and roll your willpower at difficulty 8.
Okay, mind first, 1 success. Good. Difficult willpower now. Look at all the ones! It's a botch for me.
I said difficulty 8. You have an 8. It's not a botch.
I have an 8 and a 9.
Quick question.
Yep.
But I have 2 more ones.
I don't know why they did that.
Not a botch.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your willpower, Kyle.
You have enough numbers.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, temporary or permanent willpower?
I know, and then they start spamming.
Temporary, actually.
Okay. No successes.
Alright, fair enough. Jericho luckily gets 1. I went ahead and canceled out the 1 success because I forgot I spent a willpower. Fair enough. Great! For those of you that got no successes, you got a feeling that you should run. Like right now. And never, ever, ever stop. Where you want to run to, you have no idea. Other than you just need to get out of here. You need to get out of here right now. You have no time to think whatsoever. It's just an immediate reaction. Run now.
You don't earn
Since I have the merit of concentration, because I have learned from other people, I will run to the safest place I know. And thanks to my mind one protection, I go like, yeah, I'm going to the wardrobe.
Alright, Cecil seems to be running very, very automatically towards the direction of the wardrobe. Jericho, not wanting to be left behind, also follows, urging Ethan on as well. Go, 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 go!
Ethan is going to look up at the sky momentarily, like, what the fuck? And then just all of a sudden, he just books it, taking off after the other two. Just not a word, nothing, just running as fast as he can.
Alright, roll Dex Athletics.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Woo! Why I needed to open my giant mouth. Come on, really? I have no successes again. Because the ones, all of them.
Oh, that's not good for you.
No.
I think I have one success.
Okay, one success. With one success, Jericho and Ethan are able to at least keep their bearings. As apparently, Cecil, in his haste, goes ahead and tries to hop a bike rack, but fails to do so. As yeah.
Rain and it makes it hard to see from all the fog. Oh, it just be so much fun.
Okay, difficulty 8 to hit you.
Difficulty 9, remember.
Okay. Well, the thing did spend a willpower.
Oh, then it hit me.
Oh yeah. Right. This is the scene as it is right now. Jericho and Ethan are passing the bike rack. They're passing the bike rack towards past this small little park, and they're booking it. They're running it. They haven't realized that they've sort of left you. As you proceed to try to tumble over a bike rack, you don't quite make it that first go. And the reason you don't quite make it that first go is from underneath the bike rack, you quickly realize that there is a pit. A big pit. Well, it's enough of a pit to cover at least part of the bike rack. And you look into the pit and realize there are dozens of these bag heads. These creatures with 2 legs, and apparently their upper torso covered in a skin bag. They seem to be all writhing and riling on top of each other. They seem to try to be squirming towards the mouth of this particular pit, and they have noticed you.
Amazing.
And one of them has been able to go ahead and actually leap, just a tiny little bit, just enough to go ahead and try to take their esophagus type mouth and try to scrape your leg.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll your soak.
Yep. Yeah. 1.
Mm-hmm. 2. Have you counted your armor?
My only armor is my leather coat, so that's what, a +2 or +1?
Go ahead and roll another die. See what happens.
Nice, okay.
Okay. So this is what happens. This writhing mess of putrid stain, this writhing mess of putrid humanity goes ahead and all at once precedes one of them, lucky enough to go ahead and snap at your very ankles, and it proceeds to rip the reinforced jeans that you have, but it doesn't break the skin quite yet. As what is this Aesel doing?
Azazel is, since he has the ambidextrous merit, he will sheath his knife. He will use his the knife as a climbing aid, and with the other hand, draw his gun. And since he's that close, boom!
All right. Are you willing to split your actions to get this effect?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and split your actions.
Okay. First, for the shot. This is a cold shot that will go up the difficulty. Well, but it's also at a point blank that will get down the difficulty.
Yeah. So it's basically a difficulty 4 that gets downgraded to difficulty 6.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Dexterity firearms. Bam! 1, 2, 3 successes.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Carrying 2, and the damage for it's 4, so it will be 6 dice total.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes. Bullet to the brain.
Ouch! He doesn't soak any of that, and in fact botches the roll. You go ahead and you bring that revolver to bear. You go ahead and take that straight shooter, take that hot iron, go ahead and place it right against the fucker's head. Bang! One shot cleanly through it as it rips across that skin bag, as it rips through that skull, goes through the very, very eye socket, and comes out the back. A very, very nasty and very, very nice exit wound. Now climb.
Yeah, it's what, straight strength?
Strength athletics.
Oh, straight athletics. Okay, so it will be 3. The knife helps me as I'm using it to hurt myself.
You get 1 more dice for this then.
1, 2, 3 successes to get out of that fucking pit.
Okay, you are like Spider-Man. You are like some Rambo. You are like some action hero as you go ahead and blast this thing's head open, leaving a very, very nice exit wound towards the back. Drag your knife into the earth and proceed to pull your ass out just by your own strength and grit out of this particular pit of hellish abominations, as you see Jericho at least turning around towards the gunshot.
Help!
Jericho will run back to help you.
Yay!
Can I roll willpower again to attempt to snap out of this fear effect?
Yeah, actually. Difficulty 8.
Hey!
Yay! You're able to kick off the fear effect from a creature unknown and otherworldly, ethereal, and cosmic in all its horror. Just for a brief moment to notice that one of your mates is being devoured by these, like what seems to be a pit, and screaming out for help. Jericho, for his save, will go ahead and reach out a hand to Azazel to pick his ass up.
Running again. Running like a motherfucker.
Running like a motherfucker. We continue to run like a motherfucker back towards the furniture store, at least. Seems as if the party is going to find their way to safety. Well, it looks like it, at least. You reach and approach the furniture store. Jericho, for his part, is not stopping whatsoever as he goes towards the back door, at least. He's in a rush through the back door.
Yep.
Ethan's already through the door, like gesturing them to hurry the fuck up.
Yep.
Alright. Jericho, for his part, is going to try to reinstantiate the locks as well as the bracers, because he's going to actually physically move a lot of the furniture towards the back door to keep it closed.
Yep. I'm helping. I'm pushing with the shoulders.
Yep. Jericho, for his thought, is simply going to say, "Okay, what did we learn?"
That we should burn everything in this fucking place.
No.
Burn the wardrobe.
No.
Yes, burn the wardrobe.
No, we're not burning the wardrobe. I paid good money for that.
I'll pay you back.
No.
God damn it. Okay, Mage Army.
Maybe.
Hermetic intervention?
No.
Why don't you like the Hermetics?
I don't want the hermetics in all my businesses, okay?
This is not the time to be talking about hermetics.
I do not have it anymore.
I think Ethan is right. Okay, next time, more ammunition and always in daylight.
More ammunition, always in daylight. Right. With that, Jericho is simply going to gesture towards the wardrobe and says, "We leave it today, gentlemen?"
He, Azazel will just enter the wardrobe.
Fair enough. Jericho looks to Ethan. He says, "What did we learn?"
Get the fuck out of here.
Down there, this structure.
Ethan's going to
Oh, it says aqua.
flip the bird, kind of like to the ceiling, it seems like, before he proceeds to the wardrobe.
I want it off.
With that, Jericho will just do a quick once-over on the furniture store to make sure that nothing nasty, no surprises will come after him. And he quickly realizes that, it's going to happen anyways. So he returns to the wardrobe, opens it up again, and proceeds to exit the scene. And with that, I think we can call that a video.
Yay! Goodbye. No one died. Good.
Everybody, you have a good day now.